And the big thing is, too, just worry about talking with me. We just talk back and forth. You'll be fine. All good. Yeah, we hear. Yep. Facebook Live. Yep. We're good. Yeah. Thank you.
From AM 1680, this is Business Leaders with Lance Cardoza, the behind-the-scenes story of the business shakers and movers in the Valley and beyond. And now, here's your host, Lance Cardoza.
Good morning, everybody. It's time for Business Leaders Live. Lance Cardoza here on the Big Talk Radio 1680 KGED. It's time for Business Leaders Live. Every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m., I bring you a new business leader throughout the Valley and abroad. And a lot of times I like to find local, but I also want to find people that have just a unique story that maybe came to our area, to our valley, and did some great things. There is a family here in Fresno that I've followed for a long time, and the DeYoung family with DeYoung Properties were involved with a project called the St. Jude Dream Home. And the St. Jude Dream Home, one day I had Paula DeYoung, and I've shared this before. It was Paula and Ryan, and they took me to, it's going to slip my mind. That's what happens when you get old. It's going to slip my mind. They took me to the Elbow Room. Great place for lunch. We went to the Elbow Room, and Paula and Ryan shared their passion and why they were involved with St. Jude. And they talked about a trip that they took to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and I was hooked. I was hooked in their story. There was one thing that I always wanted to get involved with nonprofits with my company, BusinessStreetOnline.com and Business Street Media Group, that I wanted to get involved with companies and tell the story of local, though. I wanted the connection to local. And it was not that year, but maybe a year right after that. And I told them that. And they said they share that research that the Children's Hospital gets. They share that research abroad to all hospitals dealing with pediatric cancer research. And that touched my heart. And because I can only imagine with my kids, what's that moment when you have that hit, strikes your family, where your child has cancer, and what do you do? And here's an organization, St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, that doesn't charge the families, doesn't charge anything to the family unit, including to come and stay at the hospital to be with your child during that time. So I was in. I wanted to help promote it. I wanted to get behind it. One for the DeYoung family. And then all of a sudden, a couple years into it, there was a family out of Hanford, California, the Coolewine family. Kevin Coolewine and his wife and his daughter was stricken with cancer. And that it struck home in a big way that it hits families all over. And the need is there for this organization to do good things. And the Dream Home is a great platform to make that possible for the hospital. Here recently, I met a young lady by the name of Vanessa Lopez. She's the Regional Development Director in the Field Development, and our new liaison, if you will, for the Dream Home, and very excited. Vanessa, we met, a couple weeks ago?
We did. Yes. Good morning, Central Valley. We met about a month ago.
Yeah, it was about a month. See, and I said a couple weeks. It's not,
Same difference.
Yeah. The perspective of time and dates, it just blends with me. So we met, and we're gearing up for the Dream Home. And Vanessa, give the listeners, what is the Dream Home? A lot of people have heard about the Dream Home, but it's your chance to win a beautiful home and other great prizes. But the Dream Home is coming up, and the financing for the hospital depends on fundraisers like this.
That's right. So Dream Home Giveaway is one of the largest fundraising events with St. Jude. It started in 1991 in Louisiana, Shreveport to be exact. And we are in 40 markets across the country. This is our 16th year here in this market. So It's exciting times. Over 500 homes have been given away. So we are excited.
And that's 500 as the United States?
That's right.
Because there's homes all over the country.
All over the country.
That are being donated, basically. I mean, from the trade partners to the developer and and putting this home together for one special family.
That's right.
Incredible.
Yes.
So the big one's coming up here in our area.
That's right. The big giveaway is on Friday, October 18th. So a little different this year. We're switching it up, and the giveaway will be live on Fox 26 on Friday, October 18th.
And the big thing I tell people all the time is don't wait till the last minute, because a lot of times I've seen years in the past, if you don't get it beforehand, you can be eligible for the other prizes,
right?
But there's only so many tickets for the actual dream home. Is that correct?
That is correct. There is a limited number of tickets. Our goal this year is to hit the $1 million mark. So 10,000 tickets available throughout everybody throughout the whole valley. Tickets go on sale. Exciting times, August 2nd.
Oh, it's right around
Mark
the
your
corner.
calendars, August 2nd. Tickets go on sale, and they are available at every Noble Credit Union branch, including Madera and Selma locations.
Okay.
Welcome, DeYoung Welcome Centers in Fresno.
And that's DeYoung property. So any of
That's
their
right.
welcome centers where the home developments are, they can go into a welcome center there too?
Correct.
Okay.
And then also Fresno Coin Gallery locations, including Visalia. So I want to make sure our Central Valley folks are aware there is a ticket outlet in Visalia. So go on down and purchase your tickets. Visalia, Madera, Selma, and Fresno.
We've heard that for years, that people said it'd be great to have something in
Yes.
the South Valley. So now Fresno Coin Gallery.
That's right.
Now, is that Fresno Coin Gallery in Visalia?
Visalia.
That's confusing. No.
It's a little
It's not the Visalia Coin Gallery, so maybe it's a little print down below they put
That's
there.
right.
But Fresno
That's
Coin
right.
Gallery in Visalia
Correct.
also is providing tickets.
Yes.
Great,
Yes.
great,
Yes.
great. So they'll be able to walk in, grab a ticket. That's a $100 ticket.
It's $100.
They have a chance to win. This is one of those funny points in the broadcast that when we do our Facebook Live, this is our little tease to Facebook Live. We do the transition, and we hear music, and we hear cymbals. So on Facebook, I just heard cymbals. Did you hear a little chime?
I did.
It was a cymbals or a chime. So let me explain that. You don't hear it on the radio, but we'll let people know we're not crazy, that we're hearing things. And I'll tell you a funny story. I had Dan Taylor from former ABC 30.
Okay.
And he was the sports broadcaster. We did a whole show on Facebook Live. They have the transition showing Dan
Sure.
over his career. And as it was transitioning, it was a cymbal, a loud cymbal. And I kept thinking someone was outside the studio.
Oh, no.
So it was fun. We had a good time. But right about almost at the end of the whole broadcast, Dan goes, "Are you hearing those cymbals too?" I'm like,
Goodness.
"Okay." I was thinking it was just me.
Oh.
But so that's what it is. It's a transition when we're going between images with St. Jude on our Facebook Live. And you can go at Talk Radio 1680 KGED. David, see, there's a great segue to promote the Facebook Live. So, and go there, see if you hear chimes or cymbals. They might be there. Sorry to interrupt you.
That's
So we were
right.
talking about where you can get tickets. So it's a
Yes.
$100 ticket.
The $100 ticket, and there are some phenomenal prizes. Apart from the home, you have an opportunity to win. If you reserve your ticket before August 9th, you are eligible to win a $2,500 gift card. Great way to maybe apply money towards a down payment with a DeYoung property.
Oh.
Down payment on a car, pay off
So
student
it's a
loans.
cash gift card.
It is
$2,500.
it is a Visa gift card. Yes, yes.
Wow. And that's before August 9th.
Before August 9th, reserve your tickets. And again, you can go to the ticket outlet, or you can call our 800 number to reserve as well. So you have
Okay.
a couple of options.
And we'll give that number towards the end of the show. We'll make sure we get those numbers up for you. We'll put them on our Facebook Live, and then we'll also mention them here so you can get your ticket. You want to reserve those, and that starts on August 3rd. So that's coming around
August
the corner.
2nd.
Or 2nd. So you want to
August
mark
2nd.
your calendars and get ready to get a chance to win the home. $2,500 in cash and on a card on Visa. And there's tons of other prizes. I
Oh,
remember
yes.
a lot of prizes. That night is a lot of fun. So at KMPH, Fox 26, which you can only imagine, Kopi and Kim and it's like herding cats. it's a lot of fun in that room.
It is.
But we're going live in 3 seconds. We got to interview you. It's so just a lot of excitement as that big tumbler is turning and the tickets are dropping in, and then they draw these prizes, and one lucky family gets called. And I enjoy that moment when they make the phone call, and you'll be making that phone call.
Right.
You'll make that phone call this year. It's an exciting time because you call this family, and a lot of times they're shocked, they're stunned. Are you serious? Can we go see it right now?
Right.
Yeah, we're asking you. Come see it right now. And it's just so fun. And I'll never forget. There was a little family. It was a Hmong family. They had a lot of kids, and there was a big spa tub in the master suite. And I remember the little kids all got in the tubs. There was no water in it. They were so excited that they were like, this is like a swimming pool. And they were so excited. But to see that family is life-changing.
That is what it's about.
And for a $100 ticket that they bought.
Absolutely.
So, beautiful stuff. And what it goes for with St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And when we come back, Vanessa, we want to talk to you a little more about the hospital. And we also have a patient here in the Valley that's going to be calling in and talking about their experience and what this means to them. And that'll be right here on Business Leaders Live. In studio with me today is Vanessa Lopez, and she's with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, Regional Development Director right here in the Valley. We're talking about the big St. Jude Dream Home and all the details. And we have also someone from DeYoung Properties calling us a little bit later, right here on Talk Radio 1680 KGED. Don't go away. It's just once. It was just one chime. Yeah. It is. Yeah, because I saw you transitioning. It was good. Facebook Live, we're talking about that little sound that you hear. We can't figure it out. It always pops up, and it just pops up in different, it's gone from cymbals to chime. It was a chime this time. It's okay. When I heard the chime, I'm like, oh, no. I saw it transition over here, and I thought that's what it is. So Facebook Live, if you have any questions for Vanessa, myself, the Dream Home, just post it right here. Yeah, there's David peeking in over there. David can monitor. I don't know. Can you monitor the Facebook to see if anything? Yeah. So if anybody has a question, let us know. And then we have DeYoung Properties. Ashley DeYoung will be calling in a little bit later. Chase, calling from Viseo, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Chase will be calling us, a patient, to talk about their experience, and that is,
amazing.
to be able to see what they've gone through and see what the family has also gone through, and that whole process, it's life-changing. It's moving. And it disrupts the whole family system, because nothing is important to you anymore than the health of your child.
That's right.
It just really hits home, and you think about yourself.
Oh yeah.
What would you do in that situation? So, and gotta hope it never happens. So, but yeah, the families that go through it, they're champions, because it's not an easy thing.
Right. I actually had an opportunity to visit the campus last week in Tennessee, and I got to tell you, it was a life-changing experience on so many levels.
And I've never been. I've always wanted to go, but I know that everybody that does it says they have an idea what it's all about. They've researched it. They've looked it up online. But we got about 1 minute. It doesn't give it justice of really what it does.
Right.
Everybody that comes back like yourself is just, I have a whole new focus now.
Oh gosh, yeah, on so many levels. Again, it's phenomenal. If anybody ever has the opportunity, you can make. There are scheduled tours available. Okay. You can contact the hospital directly, but it's a great opportunity, for anybody that's interested in learning a little bit more about that.
So we're about 30 seconds out. When we come back, let's talk. We'll go back to some Dream Home stuff. Let's talk, though, about your visit.
Sure. And
go into the details about the visit. And then we'll have Chase probably calling in, and then they'll let us know when he's in on the line. She's in. And when she calls in, and then we'll bring her on and chat with her until we go to break.
All right.
Cool.
You are listening to Business Leaders with Lance Cardoza, the behind-the-scenes story of the business shakers and movers in the Valley and beyond. Once again, here's Lance Cardoza.
Welcome back, everybody. Vanessa Lopez with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, Regional Development Director. here locally for us in the field development for the Dream Home. And everybody hears about the Dream Home. It's a big fundraising event for this hospital, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And over the years, a lot of us have heard a lot of celebrities that support the hospital that maybe took a tour and it pulled on their heartstrings. And I'm telling you, anybody that has gone to see this hospital, and someday I do want to get back there and take a look at it and experience it. But I always, I feel the energy from people that say they've seen it. And you were just recently there, Vanessa. You just visited?
Yes.
First time?
First time last week. I had the opportunity to visit the campus. It was actually a national training meeting with all LSAC employees. And I got to tell you, it was like nothing else.
And what is LSAC?
LSAC is the group, the department that raises funds that go towards the hospital.
The hospital. So you work on the different projects and Dream Home and all sorts of different fundraising opportunities. So you've got to see it. Now, we were talking on Facebook Live. People could hear us if you went to Talk Radio 1680 KGED and tuned in on the Facebook, but you got a little sneak peek into what we're going to talk about. But it doesn't give you justice to look online or to see an interview or see something, a video from the hospital. What did it do for you when you showed up and you actually got to experience it and see the families and the patients that are being treated and taken care of? What did it do for you?
Gosh, it's hard to put into words, to be very honest with you. Just from the moment that you walk into the hospital and walking through the halls, the amount of faith and hope that you feel, it's just a presence that really moves you, you know, from in every aspect with, again, with the patients and their families, the doctors, the nurses. There's just such a great sense of hope. And it really touched me.
It does. It pulls at the heartstrings. I hear a lot of people, and really sometimes very serious people, very business-oriented, minded people. It changes your perspective on life in general, and when you see the families that are dealing with this and the sense of hope and getting the best treatment in the world, and they have it right there.
That's right.
So talk to me a little bit about, so a family or a patient, they pay nothing.
They pay nothing.
And the fundraising dollars make that possible.
That's right. Dream Home and all of our giveaways. This goes back to the hospital for our families, and the idea being that they will never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, for travel, for housing, for food. Again, the idea is we feel that the family's focus should be 100% on their child.
Yeah.
And so it's great to be able to have these fundraising efforts to support that.
In the Dream Home locally, everybody hears about it. On Fox 26, they give away the Dream Home and all the other prizes. That's, if you just caught us, it's August 2nd.
August 2nd, tickets go on sale.
Tickets go on sale. And you can go to a DeYoung Properties Welcome Center at any of the properties to where they are presenting their developments.
There's 3 locations.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And then apart from the Welcome Centers, you have Fresno Coin Gallery locations, including Visalia and Noble Credit Union throughout the valley, including Madera and Selma.
And you can get it right there at the tellers.
That's
at
right.
the Noble Credit.
Yes.
Great. So 3 different locations, 3
and the
options.
800 number.
You can call the 800 number. And on the 800 number, can you pay over the phone?
You can pay over the phone and with the credit card.
With the credit card, you can buy your tickets. Is there a limit on the number of tickets you can buy?
Yes, it's 50 tickets per person.
50 tickets per person.
Yes.
So get your tickets. Get them, because
your tickets. Increase your chances to win awesome prizes.
When they give away those prizes and they give away the home, only 10,000 tickets are sold. Just to remind people, there's that confusion sometimes that there's only 10,000. So on August 2nd, you want to get your tickets early. You want to get in. And what's that 800 number that they should call? So if anybody wants to just write it down right now, they can be ready August 2nd.
So have a pen handy throughout the show. The number is 1-800-543-5887.
Perfect. And then we'll mention that number a couple more times before the end of the show, but you can be able to get your tickets early August 2nd and be a part of the exciting prizes. Also the home, it has all sorts of different perks. And when Ashley DeYoung calls in, she's going to talk about it. Every year I've noticed with the DeYoung family that they always have something new and cool and to keep you cool and solar. There's always some new technology that they're putting into their new homes and their new developments, and they don't spare expense when it comes to the dream home. The dream home really has a cool, unique feature to it.
It definitely does. We are so fortunate to have them as partners. And this home is actually part of the DeYoung Envision community. So I'll let Ashley elaborate on that. But it is amazing. Again, our open houses start September 7th and run through October 13th. They are open every weekend, Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sundays from noon till 5, and I encourage everybody to go and check it out. Right next to the model homes also. These homes are beautiful, beautiful homes.
So, and they're able to go in, and so the open house, there's volunteers there where they can tour the home and see the home.
And purchase tickets as well.
Oh, you can purchase it
yes,
right
you
there.
Can.
Okay, good.
Yes.
And then also in the home, too, is a buddy of mine over at More Furniture.
Yes.
They deck out the home with some beautiful furniture, so you actually get to see what your potential home's going to look like.
That's right.
With more furniture, and then you have an opportunity to get that furniture.
You
correct?
do. Well, here's the deal. So
Yeah.
for anybody that visits the open house, you do not need to purchase a ticket, but we encourage you to. You automatically enter to win our big prize, which is the $10,000 shopping spree, courtesy of More Furniture.
And that's when you go visit the home.
When you go and visit the home, yes, you'll register to win. Again, you do not necessarily need to purchase a ticket, but just by visiting the home and taking a tour,
Yeah.
you automatically enter to win this $10,000 shopping spree courtesy of More Furniture.
But because you're coming to look at the home, you're probably thinking about, I want to get a ticket.
Yes,
and I want to get it
most
early.
definitely.
So when you're there, that's a perfect time. You can grab your ticket. You can enter to win the More Furniture. You can only do that by visiting the home and during those weekends. Vanessa, I wanted to also, we talked about usually there's a patient in the Valley that we tend to bring to the drawing that evening, and also being a part of the tell their story to let people know about what the research hospital does with St. Jude. And Chase is on the line, and Chase is from Visalia,
Chase
correct?
is a South Valley girl, yes.
South Valley girl.
From
Chase,
Visalia.
welcome to the show, Business Leaders Live.
Hey,
How are you
Chase.
doing, Chase?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Good. Thank you for being on here, and appreciate it, and appreciate you sharing your story too, because I think a lot of times we get busy in our day and we don't realize how precious life is. And when you have a young one in the family unit, it scares a mom and dad. It scares a family to know that your child can be
For
strict.
sure.
And it scares you as a child to be able to go through that, and it makes you such a champion to be able to do it. Could you share a little bit about your story?
Sure. Well, I was diagnosed with medulloblastoma, which is a cancerous brain tumor, when I was 10 years old.
Wow.
And I was treated here in the Valley. I had an emergency surgery, and they were able to get it out, and everything went well. But when we were told, my parents were told all the horrible side effects that not could happen, but would happen to me. And my mom turned to my dad and said, "This is not our only option. You go find the best place for our little girl." And my dad went home and did as much research as he could, and everything that he found about medulloblastoma was either referencing or written by a doctor named Dr. Gajar. And he was actually at St. Jude. So my dad emailed and explained our situation, and the very next day he got an email from Dr. Gajar that said, "We would love to have you at St. Jude. Please let us know as soon as you can get here." And so it was really a miracle that we were able to go there. And I'm so grateful that I was able to go to St. Jude and have such wonderful treatment and doctors and nurses there.
And for your mom to, because a lot of times you're devastated as a mom and a dad to be able to get that news in the first place. But your mom's a fighter, I can tell, because she was like, "Nope, that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
we
for
are
sure.
going to get her
I definitely
the
got
best."
my fighter from my parents.
You got it from your parents. And Dad went like a machine and got it online, probably did all his research, got his details, and started making some phone calls.
Uh-huh.
So, and that's a beautiful thing and that's what happens a lot of times with parents, that they don't know where to turn, or they are pushed in the corner, and they have to come out fighting. You have to fight for what you need to get done immediately, and your whole focus on life changes. And it's a good thing they did. And you're clear and free of cancer now?
Yes, I'm 11 years cancer free.
Awesome. 11 years cancer free.
Amazing.
And how, may I ask you, Chase, how old are you now?
I am now 22. I have graduated from college with my bachelor's degree in communications, and I am happily married for almost 2 years.
Awesome. I was going to say, you're very well spoken. So it's like you have a communications background. I love it. I love it. So, and do you remember it like it was yesterday, going through it and being 10 years old at the hospital?
I do remember quite a bit, but it's kind of crazy because St. Jude is such an amazing place, and they really turn a horrible experience into the best it could possibly be. So I don't have too many bad memories, really. I remember obviously going through treatment, but being able to still play outside on the playgrounds that they have for the kids, and really still being able to be a kid, which is it's a thing that St. Jude is amazing for, because most hospitals, you're just in a bed and you don't get to do anything. At the hospital I was originally treated at, I wasn't even allowed to see my siblings. And here I could run and play and just still be a kid, which is so essential to someone so young.
Especially in the healing process, I'm sure, too, that they want to make sure that, that you're the most comfortable and a good mindset, and not stressed, because stress can be the worst, especially going through treatments and surgeries and everything else. So I can only imagine. When you said when it was diagnosed and your father had talked to the doctor, how soon was it, like right after that you guys made it to the hospital?
I'm a pretty special case, because what happened was I was just suffering from headaches and just throwing up, and that was my only symptoms. Most kids, by the time they figure out, that it's just gone so far that they can barely even walk or anything. But I was just having headaches and throwing up, and my mom took me into the doctor, just our normal pediatrician, and he said, oh, it's probably just migraines or something. But he said that he would talk to us later that day, which was a little different because he'd never really done that before. And later that night, I was still complaining about my head, but I wasn't complaining about my stomach anymore. And he called and asked how I was doing, and my mom told him what was going on. And he's like, she's probably fine. And then he stopped and said, actually, let's get you in for a CAT scan. And we weren't exactly sure what was going on at that point, but we were like, okay, we'll do that. So we went into the emergency room, and by then I was feeling a whole lot better. I was passing all the neurological tests that they were doing on me and making the nurses and doctors smile. And the doctor was filling out the forms for me to go home, and he stopped, looked up at the ceiling, and said, actually, let's get you in for that CAT scan.
And that's what got it started. We have to take a short break, Chase, so stay with us for a moment. I'm going to bring you back real quick right here when we come back from the break. We'll be right back with more Business Leaders Live. So, guys, we went over just a little bit there. What should I do? We'll cut the break shorter, or what are we going to do on that one? We're good on the break? We'll be okay? Oh, yeah. Okay. So I knew we were like 10 seconds over. I was thinking she was gonna start to rap when she heard the music, but she probably couldn't hear it very well on the phone, or I don't know if she does hear it on that side, but we're good, yeah. And it was an important part of her story. All the chimes? Yeah, I don't know. It did it once, only one time, right at the beginning. Yeah. Do it right now during the break, and let's see what happens. Yeah. and we'll transition and see what happens. And then we come back, we'll wrap up with Chase. And then by that time, Ashley will be getting close to calling in.
Yes.
And then we'll, in between, talk with her. And then we'll come back with you at the end, all the details.
Right. There's some great prizes, some awesome prizes this year that I'd love to share.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. An hour goes quick, as you can tell.
It does.
It goes
flies.
by really fast.
It flies. It's definitely.
Nothing? Yeah, I didn't hear anything. So you're all good. We're live right now or no? Okay, cool. I just didn't see anything on that screen, so I wasn't sure. I didn't see anything on your screen over here on this side, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah. But, like we'll see right now.
Yeah. Hello, everybody on Facebook. Yes, past episodes. Almost forgot. When I come back, I got to make sure to tell everybody. LanceCardoza.com. You can go there and hear all the past episodes. Yeah, no chimes or anything on the transition, so we're good. I'm going to wrap up. I'll wrap up quickly with Chase, so then, because I know we only have one line, right, for Ashley to call in? Okay.
So we'll call her.
Okay. She'll call in, yeah.
Maybe we can have her reiterate the locations for the welcome centers, the specific locations. Cause
With Ashley?
Yes, with Ashley.
Okay, perfect.
Identify.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to take a picture?
Oh, for the number, yeah, cool.
Chase is amazing. She shared with me one of her big goals in life is to work for St. Jude.
She's pretty sharp. I mean, I think she'd be really good.
She's amazing, Lance. She really is. We spent some time together last week at the floor signing event, and she's my sister friend. She's awesome. She's awesome. We'll be
Giving you the inside story of business leaders in the Valley and beyond. This is Business Leaders with Lance Cardoza.
Welcome back, everybody. Every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m., I bring you Business Leaders Live. You can catch this episode and past episodes by going to lancecardoza.com. And I want to remind everybody, it's that time of the year when nominations are coming in for the 40 Under 40. The BusinessStreetOnline.com's 40 Under 40. You can go to 40.com, and you can nominate someone for the 40 Under 40. Nominations will close the end of July, and the nominations are coming in, and we will announce the class of 2019 40 Under 40 in August. And the big event is in the fall and for the Business Street's 40 Under 40. So make sure you go to 40.com and put your nomination in today for someone that deserves to be recognized. Vanessa Lopez is here, and she's here with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We've been talking about the Dream Home. And on the line, we still have patient Chase. Chase is on the line at 10 years old. She was diagnosed, and now 22, happily married at 22. She's a communications major, right, Chase?
Yes.
Yes, and we're talking about the moment when you were diagnosed and the doctor did the CAT scan and you were going to St. Jude's. It was sort of a rapid process for you, was it, when you were 10?
It was. Once we did the CAT scan, the doctor came, before everyone had told us, this is completely precautionary. Don't need to worry about it. There's no reason to do this really, but we'll do it. And we said a quick little prayer, and just we knew that the doctors would be inspired to know what to do. But we were so sure nothing was wrong. But then after the CAT scan, the doctor came in, shut the curtain, looked up at the ceiling, and said, "Thank you, Lord, for inspiring me to do that CAT scan." And then he told us that they found a mass on my brain and that we were going to have to take me in an ambulance to do an emergency surgery.
And at that moment, it's I'm sure the experience that your parents were going through was sort of like it was a blessing that now they know what's causing the headaches and the vomiting, but it got very scary for them, I'm sure.
Yes.
Because it got very real.
It did. My mom had to go out and bring my dad back, and they weren't going to let her come back. They said that if she left, he would have to come back in. She wouldn't be able to come with him. And she broke down right there and said, it finally hit her. She's like, you don't understand what's going on. And the security guard just said, it's fine. And they both brought my mom and dad back, and then we were off in an ambulance. And I was treated here in Central Valley for my surgery. I was in the hospital for 19 days, and then we were off to St. Jude in Memphis, Tennessee.
So, at 10 years old, laying there as that coming out of that CT, do you remember that very well, or was that all a blur?
Pretty much from the time he said anything. That's pretty much the last thing I remember. I think they gave me something to help calm me down and relieve stress, and it made me really sleepy. So I just remember waking up in the hospital. Yeah,
just to make sure you could relax. Chase, thank you for calling in here at Business Leaders Live and sharing your story. Vanessa Lopez and I were putting the word out about the dream home and creating these fundraising opportunities. So, like you were at 10 years old, we can help other families, and I appreciate that. So thank you for calling in, Chase, and I think we lost you there. But I want to thank you for calling in, and I'm sure I will see you and love to run into you. I know one of your dreams, and during the Facebook Live, Vanessa let the cat out of the bag. You would love to work for St. Jude someday, so we would love to have that opportunity. Let St. Jude's know that.
Yes, most
definitely. She'd be a great communications person for St. Jude's.
We would be fortunate to have her.
Yeah, so, hey, thank you so much, Chase, for calling in, and I will talk to you here in the future. Calling shortly will be Ashley DeYoung with DeYoung Properties, and they're sort of the ringleader to making this dream home happen, Vanessa.
That's right.
And let's talk until Ashley calls in. People want to know about the prizes.
Oh, yes.
So on that dream home, and they know what good cause this is going towards, and it's helping families like Chase's family be able to get their child some care and world-class care that they need. But tell me about some of those prizes.
So some of the prizes, apart from the big prize of winning the home, include our tickets on sale prize. Again, if you reserve your tickets before Friday, August 9th, you're eligible to win a $2,500 Visa gift card. Again, awesome to pay off some bills, down payment towards a car, maybe a DeYoung property home.
Nice.
Yeah, we're excited about that. Our early bird prize, if you reserve your tickets, I'm excited about this one. By Friday, August 23rd, you're eligible to win a trip for two to Nashville for the 2020 CMA Awards, valued at over $5,000. This includes an airfare, 2-night hotel stay, tickets for two to the awards, and a $500 Visa gift card. So
wow.
That is amazing. The CMA Awards 2020 trip for two. Again, reserve your tickets by August 23rd for that prize. And our big bonus prize is a $10,000 Visa gift card. What could you do with $10,000? Could you imagine? What can we do with $10,000? And that's reserving tickets by September 27th. And I want our listeners to know that although if you were to win one of these prizes, we will put your name back into the drawing for the chance to win the home.
So if you win, let me make sure everybody understands this. You win the $10,000 Visa gift card or the CMA Awards, and you go and do that, which is very cool.
Awesome.
You still have a chance to win the home.
That's right, yes.
But the key is buy early, because there's only 10,000 tickets to win the dream home.
We have sold out time and time again. They do sell out. I mean, this is just... When you ask yourself, how can I give back, to my community, to a great cause, this is it.
This is it. August 2nd.
August 2nd,
is when you can
go on
get
sale.
those tickets. Noble Credit Union, Fresno Coin Gallery, including now in Visalia, and any DeYoung's Welcome
Centers. There's 3 of them, and Ashley's going to share that with us. So we're very excited about this. Again, huge opportunity to give back. Such a great cause. Everybody knows somebody that has suffered from cancer, unfortunately. This is the opportunity to give back. and save a child's life.
So we're talking about the dream home, and the dream home wouldn't be possible without the family, the DeYoung Properties family.
Absolutely.
And on the line, we have Ashley DeYoung. Ashley, thank you for calling in on Business Leaders Live, friend.
Hi, yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you. And at a short notice, too, I appreciate it, but I know how DeYoungs work. You guys work on
You're a champion.
champions. They know how to pull it together fast. But
Well, we're just here to help the kids, so anything we can do to talk about the home and help the children of St. Jude.
Now, Ashley, this is a busy year for you. This is a real busy one. You've got a lot going on, and are you excited about this one?
Yeah, this dream home is going to be really exciting. We brought a new, fresh look to the house, so the design is going to be kind of more of a modern beach vibe. And so as soon as you walk in, it's just going to be a breath of fresh air and just a complete different design than anything we've done before. So a lot of pops of exciting things around every corner.
And I was talking to Vanessa about this too. You're really good at DeYoung's to bringing in the new and the new features that homes have, from energy saving to what type of features will this home have?
Yeah, well, this is actually located in our DeYoung Envision community off of Shaw and Highland Avenue in East Clovis. And this community is actually Central California's first grid-connected zero-energy community. And so that means that each home in this DeYoung Envision community is designed with the potential to produce as much clean energy as the home consumes in a year. So it maximizes energy savings. And so the homeowner that will win this home will have a healthy home to live in, and it's healthy for the environment with low costs for energy bills.
That community is incredible. When you first rolled out, I went out and got to tour it and take a look at it. So this is where the dream home's going to be. So that is the Envision community. And the welcome centers, we were talking about places where you can go get tickets. So any of the welcome centers, they're able to go there and get tickets anytime during the week. And then the open house, they're able to get the tickets there and also register for more furniture. But what welcome centers can they go purchase at?
Yeah, so currently our Leonard Welcome Center, which is located on Leonard and Dakota south of Ashland and Clovis, would be one of the best options because you could purchase your ticket and also tour 4 gorgeous model homes while you're there. Then you can also, if you're on more of the Fresno side of town, you can go to our corporate office, which is located at Herndon and Palm. And so you can purchase your tickets here at our corporate office. And eventually, we will have a new Welcome Center on Shaw that's literally right next to the Dream Home. So that will be opening up sometime next week. And so you can go there and also purchase tickets there once tickets go on sale on August 2nd.
And DeYoung Properties is real good at making sure you know where you're going when you arrive to a community. So I'm sure when you go out and check out the community, you'll find that welcome center that's about a week away. And you do such a great job, the DeYoung family, and being able to let people know about what's new and cool that you are going to need in a home. And to be a part of this is great. And I appreciate you guys always asking me every year to be a part and go along with the ride and be able to help St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Ashley, thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. Vanessa's a good addition to our group, and we're talking about the Dream Home.
Yeah, and we want to thank all of our trade partners, too. We couldn't build this home without them, and so just one last little shout out to all of our trade partners and media sponsors. So thank you.
Everybody steps up, and everybody has to pull their weight to make it happen. We're going to take a short break. Ashley DeYoung, thank you for calling in on Business Leaders Live. Vanessa Lopez, we got one more segment to go. We're going to give all the good details on how they can pick up those tickets, the exciting prizes, and a little bit about your background in coming to St. Jude. We'll be right back with more Business Leaders Live. So I always forget, we're still on Facebook Live. So when we come back, we'll talk about any prizes that are left. We'll also talk, is the number right? Did he get the number right?
Let's see here. 1-800.
1-800-5...
543-5887.
It rotated. So 5887, I believe. 1-800-543. And that's August 2nd. So anybody seeing this on Facebook Live, write that number down, but on August 2nd.
August 2nd.
This is when those tickets will go on sale.
Yep.
still on lancecardoza.com. You can go there and get past episodes. This episode also, too, Vanessa, you can go on and share later today.
Great.
That'll be at lancecardoza.com, and you can share it and put it out there.
Very cool. Very cool.
So we'll talk a little bit about your background.
Sure.
Because I know you worked in radio.
I worked for Univision TV Radio.
Univision TV Radio,
Univision.
Yeah, so you did the media side and now coming over here and doing this.
Yeah, it's been
Very
exciting.
Cool.
Definitely.
I got your pin set. Yeah. Yeah, we got to have this shirt. This says, this
Falling
shirt
asleep.
saves lives. I love
Yes.
it. This shirt saves lives. And they, and anything towards the end, this segment probably will be, keep moving. So this segment probably be like I think it's a 7-minute, 50-second segment.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll get a lot in
All
in
right.
that time frame.
Sure.
And if anybody has any question, make sure you post it here to Facebook. And if it's something about St. Jude,
Dream
I'll make sure we
Home,
send that question to you.
all things, St. Jude, I'd be happy to share some information. Most definitely, I am here to be a resource for everybody in the valley.
Good stuff. And how long have you been in this role?
About a month.
A month.
Going
now,
on
yeah.
a month.
So
yes.
when we met, it was like you were a week in.
Gosh, yeah.
You were just starting.
I was just beginning with St. Jude. So it's been an exciting past few weeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of stuff happening.
A lot of great stuff.
I think you're doing great, and I think this will be I think we'll get a sellout.
This is going to be an awesome year. I feel it. I can feel it.
We've been getting close to that sellout, but I think if we can sell 10,000 tickets,
and we will. We will. Again, I want everybody to know, tickets available throughout the valley. Visalia, my Visalia people, Selma, Madera, Fresno. Come get your tickets.
We need to get a ticket outlet in Hanford.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people that are here every year in Hanford. And I think especially since School Line Family experienced and was helped by St. Jude, there was a lot of people that wanted to support.
Yes.
And I have a lot of family from Hanford, and I know that Hanford would be a good spot to find a ticket location. Yeah.
We are looking for 2020 a car dealership that would be willing to partner with us to give away a car as part of the giveaways and making them a ticket outlet. So
you heard it here first, Facebook. So it's on Facebook Live.
That is my personal goal, to find a car dealership that would be willing to partner with St. Jude, and we will make you a ticket outlet and drive some foot traffic to the dealership.
Ashley's saying hopefully she provided all the information we needed. I think, as always, perfect.
Please let her know I have all the details on the home, and maybe you could ask her one more time what the address, what the locations are for the
locations.
Centers. Yeah, the cross streets.
Yeah, text the cross.
You are listening to Business Leaders with Lance Cardoza, the behind-the-scenes story of the business shakers and movers in the Valley and beyond. Once again, here's Lance Cardoza.
Welcome back, everybody, to Business Leaders Live. Again, you can catch past episodes at lancecardoza.com. And another reminder, and Ashley DeYoung was on the line, and she is a former 40 Under 40. Business Street's 40 Under 40 is right around the corner, and we're accepting nominations. If you go to 40.com, and under nominations, nominate somebody with a 250-word description on why you feel they need to be recognized in the 2019 class of the Business Street's 40 Under 40. That website, again, is 40.com. Get your nominations in today. Nominations close the end of July, and we'll be selecting the class of 2019 in August. Vanessa Lopez is in the studio, and we're talking about St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. You're the Regional Development Director. We had Chase, a patient that called in. This is where a patient and a family is being helped by the fundraising opportunities that are created by the Dream Home and other fundraising opportunities that St. Jude does. And you've been with them for St. Jude now for a month.
I have.
So there's a lot coming at you, Vanessa.
Yes,
So a lot happening. Ashley was talking about places where you can purchase the tickets. Noble Credit Union.
Yes.
And also you can get them at Fresno Coin Gallery. And in Visalia, they have a Fresno Coin Gallery as well. Shaw and Highland Avenue in East Clovis. is a welcome center, and that's for DeYoung Properties, where you can go and get your ticket during the week.
That's right.
And you can go into the welcome center. You can also go to their corporate office, she said, at DeYoung Properties. That's right next.
Palm and Herndon, next to Lexus.
Next to that Lexus. Beautiful building, and they're up there, I think, second floor.
They are.
Yeah, and you can go in there and get your tickets as well. So Ashley's, it's hot off the press. It's coming in on the text right now. And Leonard and Dakota. That was the other location.
3 locations.
Yes, so you can go there. So there's a lot of prizes to be won. There's a lot of information to give out, Vanessa. What else do we have? I know we have the $10,000 cash gift card. That's one of the prizes that if you enter into the $100 ticket, and you could still get thrown back in the hopper.
You will
to win the home.
Yep, your ticket will go back in.
Goes back in.
Absolutely. Again, the open house prize for visiting the Dream Home is a $10,000 shopping spree courtesy of More Furniture. Some other great prizes include interior design services courtesy of Finishing Touches by Sarah, Louis Vuitton Speedy Bag courtesy of Fresno Coin Gallery, a cruise to Ensenada or the Bahamas, courtesy of Noble Credit Union. We have some awesome prizes.
Can they find all these prizes online?
Yes. Yep.
And where do they go? Where do they go to find all that information?
So we have our St. Jude website that I will be providing to everybody. And then also calling the 800 number, you can secure your tickets.
Perfect. And the 800 number is on our Facebook Live. That's 1-800-543-5887. That's 1-800-543-5887. That's on the Facebook Live right there on Talk Radio 1680 KGED.
Or dreamhome.org.
Or dreamhome.org. And then you can go on there and find all the exciting prizes. There's a lot of prizes.
Tons of prizes.
Vanessa, a month ago you joined St. Jude. What were you doing before this?
So prior to joining the team with St. Jude, I was in senior living for a number of years. And prior to that, I was part of the Univision family with TV and radio locally. So my background is also in communications, similar to Chase. So we share that connection.
So promotions and doing and getting the word out. So you're in a good spot. We're excited to have you, and we're going to sell out those 10,000 tickets.
Yes, we will.
So
we will, with the help of all of your listeners in the Central Valley. We most definitely will. I can feel it.
It takes a team of people. Just like Ashley was saying, too, we couldn't do it without our trade partners. They're great home developers, but without the commitment to the trade partners, it wouldn't happen. So it takes everybody from the local media to the people that donate the prizes and are able to support this organization to be able to provide those tickets. So it's a $100 ticket. August 2nd, you got to get it. There's only 10,000 that are sold. I have a feeling these are going to sell before October 1st hits. And I think,
feel it. Let's make it happen, Valley. Let's make it happen, Central Valley.
So you got to be ready and buy those tickets. So you worked in media, Univision, TV, radio.
I did.
And you did that. Where did you go to school?
Fresno State.
Fresno State. Go Dogs.
Yes.
So Fresno State, and took communications out there?
I did, mass communications and journalism.
Did you work with Jan or Betsy?
Yes, Edwards and Hayes.
Yeah,
yes.
Edwards and Hayes.
Amazing.
They are legends.
Educators. They are.
They're legends. And so did you work the TV side too with Faith?
I did.
Faith Sidlow?
Yes.
So another one, Faith's like, hey, what about me? Faith, she is a legend. She was in the business for years, and she's very cool. So I love my communications ladies out there, and everybody that pulls it together at Fresno State. I'm excited. The Dream Home is just around the corner. It's August 2nd. You got to get that ticket. You're going to find out more information by going to dreamhome.org, and you're supporting a great cause. It's St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And Vanessa Lopez, thank you for being on the program and sharing a little bit about your story, and bringing on Chase to be able to tell Chase's story, her story at 10 years old, and really what these families go through is firsthand. This is why we do this, and we're able to provide at no cost to families in need and children that are stricken with pediatric cancer. And St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is world class when it comes to that. And the DeYoung family for being able to step up and provide the opportunity to do the Dream Home. And they have a lot going on this year. And I'm going to, leak it a little bit, but Ashley's getting married. So there's a lot of stuff happening, and they still are committed. They're still committed to making this dream home a success, and we're going to sell out this year.
We
Paula
will.
DeYoung. It's going to happen.
Yes.
I feel it in the bone. So August 2nd, it happens.
August 2nd, tickets going on sale. The giveaway is October 18th, Friday, October 18th, live on Fox 26. Again, because of all of our sponsors and DeYoung and those purchasing tickets, you have helped end childhood cancer from 20% to 80% today with a survival rate. We will not stop until no child dies from cancer.
Vanessa, thank you for being on the program. Support this cause, the Dream Home. We'll have information also at lancecardoza.com. Next week, Tuesday morning at 9 a.m., join me right here on Talk Radio 1680 KGED. I'm Lance Cardoza. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you, Facebook Live. Thank you for staying with us there. Vanessa, you can say hi to all your fans. it's